Good morning, everybody. It is super early. I did not get to do the resume live stream Friday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, yesterday. You know, I unfortunately I had a case of vertigo, which for me is the worst thing ever. I've had vertigo before when I had a concussion. I woke up suddenly on Friday with vertigo, and I was like, well, I'm not going to do anything today. I just pretty much took it easy all weekend. I feel better now. I promised everybody I was going to do it Monday night or last night, and I didn't. So that's why I'm doing it right now. Right now it is 4:53 a.m. Pacific time. I woke up at 4:15. I got my cup of coffee. I got all these resumes ready to go. I'm hopefully going to be a little bit more quiet than usual because I do not want to wake up my family, and I do not need that in my life right now. Just really quick about what's going on with me. I just finished a bunch of interviews with a unicorn startup. I am exhausted. I'm done interviewing for a while. If I don't get this job, it's cool. I've already accepted that. But they were extremely intense interviews. Um, I hope that if you guys, I really feel like now I'm at with my my level of education knowledge in IT, especially since I just passed the NCORE exam. It was really able to help me go into this interview strong. It was a network admin position. I felt like I went in very strong. I have good experience. My titles are good. I have the right certifications to be in the room. I was lacking in some things in security, but either way, I'm very happy with it. I started reading this book in preparation just in case if I got the job. Network Warrior by who's the author? Oh, Gary Donahue. This is a phenomenal book. This is probably one of the best books I've read on networking. Um, and I say that not because like it teaches you protocols. Well, it does teach the protocols, but it teaches them in a very simple way. I highly recommend you guys read it. But what I like about it is that it takes it from a very practical approach. Like, okay, if you're going to buy a switch, what do you need to do? What are your power supplies need to be? How should you run the cable? Some considerations you should have. It's a great book. It's a book I should have honestly read years and years ago. Well, you know what? I haven't even checked my sound. How's my sound? Okay, it looks like I'm doing okay on sound. I'm just gonna double check real quick on my phone to see how this is looking, and then we're gonna get this fired up. I also, oh my god, I got so many books here. I feel so smart. I also got the next book, an RZ, Enterprise Advanced Routing. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little anxious to do it. But you know what? You gotta do it if you want to be a network professional. Then this is it, right? Like you got to know the protocols. I'm sorry. I just realized I don't even subscribe to my own channel for my. Let me see. Just get started here in a second. Do 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 do. All right, let's get going. And I can hear myself chortling as I snort my nose crap. Okay, so when I open up all these tabs to do the resume review, um, I thought they were in order, but they are not. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna do as many as I can. It looks like there's over 10. I said 10 limit, and then I get 15, and I don't like to say no to people because this is their resume, and I already held off so much. Okay, so people usually send me a message. They provide some context, saying, "Hey, like I'm looking to get this job, and yada yada." And this is my situation. So this is kind of I had one of those for this one. The one we're looking at here, Luis Aragon. If I mispronounced your name, I'm so sorry. Um, I'm just pulling it up right now. Alrighty, so looking for his email. He said, I am trying to land a job networking in the Houston area, but haven't had any luck. I have my CCNA and I'm pursuing a bachelor's. 3 years experience as a network technician, network cabling technician. He also has some switches at home. Okay, so let's see here. Luis. Okay, so right off the bat, I don't like these headers. Okay, um, if if you are putting your resume needs to be as vanilla as possible. These kinds of headers, they will ruin your resume for lots of reasons. Number one, ATS. It's not ATS compliant. That's first off. Just get rid of that for starters. Number two, it distracts your resume. And I think this LA, your initials here, is probably supposed to be your photo. We don't do photos in the United States if you are international. We don't do that for a lot of equality reasons. Okay. Let's see here. Education, bachelor's. Sorry, my alarm just went off. Certifications, work experience. You say the word installed a lot in here. Installed network cabling. Okay, so for starters, you need to write this in the present tense because you are still at this job. Industrial installer, and I'm assuming the company name is NCS and your title is industrial installer. Why don't you say you are fiber technician installer instead? Certified Cat 5, Cat 6E, terminated. Da, 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 da. Okay, this just says what you do. This looks more like a copy and paste from the job description. Now, be more specific in what you're doing here. Like, how much cable did you run? Talk more about, is it underground? Is it in the throughout the building? Talk a little bit more about your troubleshooting. Are you using OTDR testing? Are you using a light meter? Collaborate, and it just talks about what you do. Be more specific about what you do, and then also share some sort of key achievements, like maybe a special project you worked on, maybe a I'm trying to think of another one. Maybe a huge install you guys did. These are some things to do. Your skills, IPv4. What was that? Okay, this is very bland. Like, you know more than this. If you have your CCNA, you definitely know way more stuff than this, and your skills should be way up there. You should be putting your skills above your education, and you don't even have a summary here. You need to add a summary to your resume. Luis, you still have a long way to go on your resume, honestly, man. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to look at LinkedIn today. I'm sorry, but in my opinion, you should really sit down and take the time to really work on your resume. Okay. All right. Next one. Oh, by the way, if you are looking to get your resume better, get your LinkedIn better, interview better, and you want to work with me one-on-one, here, I do these 90-minute calls. They usually turn out to be 2 hours, to be honest with you, but I will work with you one-on-one. I will help you write your resume. I will help you refine it, make it better. I have such a huge success. Like, I'm not bragging, but now I'm very confident that people work with me with their resumes. They get interviews almost immediately. People who work with me in interviews for interviewing, they are way more confident. I love doing the one-on-ones. I don't really like writing resumes that much, but I do it anyways because you guys are getting better results. If you guys want to take an online course, doing it here, check out these courses here. I definitely would say the bare minimum you should do is the Ultimate IT Resume and Cover Letter course. It is such a when it comes to writing a resume, I really break it down step by step, line by line. And then I also have the interviewing course too. These are more for entry-level jobs, but they can be, of course, applied to mid-level positions too. Alrighty, let's see here. This one is very long. This is an international resume, honestly. It looks like they're from Botswana. Okay, so show content, address, phone. Okay, this is a CV more than a resume. The difference between a CV and a resume is that a CV is a like a full, like your entire work history. Okay, let's see, profile. So profile is a summary. I hold a honors in computer science from. So I don't understand why you have networking here in parentheses for computer science. Is it computer science or networking? We know it as two different things. From Tasita University in Bato, I've embraced the opportunity for protection for Princess Marina Hospital. As an officer, I am currently an intern. Well, okay, so it sounds like you have some experience, but how does so when you're writing when you're sending this to a job, like that's very how does that apply to the job you're applying for, right? Like how does that communicate that? Looks like you did pretty well in school. Okay, let's get to your work experience. By the way, this formatting is all wrong. Like you have these huge spaces in here. And don't try to avoid using like a centered text. Company, web content, IT project management. Okay. Work experience. Yeah, and your spacing's all off. Like huge gaps in between here, between work experience and education. I would fix that. Okay. IT officer selling IT products, talking staff. All right. I see you're using the colons like dashes or bullets. Now that's normal where you're from, fine, but it's not a standard here. Okay, it's all right. Let's see. Again, guys, be more specific. Say how many clients you work with. Say how much you sold. Say how many end devices. We need to have context to the reader. If we don't give them context, they don't know what we did. They don't know the kind of environment we're working in. Okay. Software, install configuring computer systems, helping clients through the phone and webs on site, troubleshooting servers. Okay, this is good. Again, be more detailed. So it looks like you're holding two jobs right now. Okay, so you're part-time here, and then I guess you're full-time. Oh, you're intern here. Okay. All right, and then you volunteered there. Okay, so it's pretty much it's all repeated. I would clean up the formatting. It's very hard to read this. To show, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Mr. or Miss Lecha. I would highly, oh, Mr., you're a male. Mr. Lecha, I highly recommend you take the time to just clean up the formatting, make it easy to read. If you have all these spaces in between, it's distracting. I can't read it. I can't focus. Okay, make a skill section. Looks like you do know a lot of stuff. Make a skill section that reflects all that you know, and then customize your profile. Add more context to your work experience here, and then and I would remove the non-IT position. This restaurant and bar job. Get rid of it. Only keep the IT stuff. Don't don't let that how do you say this? Don't distract the reader from your experience because they might question it. Okay, moving on. All right, Christian Hadelme Jr. All right, 2 pages. This is a long resume. Okay, it looks nice. Let's see your summary. I'm not a big fan of 2 columns. I said this before in a lot of other videos, but the 2 columns, you don't know really like naturally you don't know where to start, right? You want to. I like resumes going top to bottom because it shows the reader, it guides the reader naturally to go read from beginning to end. Like, okay, this is the summary, these are the skills, and this is the education. This is, and then this is the work experience. It just makes, for me, when I read into resume and all the resumes I submit, it makes a lot of sense for folks. So, okay, certified A plus with strong background, solution committed to improving business productivity and efficiency. Perfect. This is good. This is a good summary. Customize it next time. Just customize it for every job. Education, data science, MBA. Yeah. This is good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Scrum, Fortinet, NSE2, NSE1. Just do NSE2. Don't need to put NSE1. Yeah, A plus, Google IT support, Lean Six Sigma Green Belt. Nice. Google Analytics. Okay, so what I would do is I would put the A plus first. Okay, then I would put the Fortinet NSE2, and then wait, did I say A plus, Google IT support, NSE2, Scrum, then the other ones. Technical skills, hardware, build, repair, PCs, apply troubleshooting problems, partition drives. Okay, good. Software, nice. Okay, this is fine. And then other skills, right? This is fine. Okay. But you see now what I was talking about with the top to bottom. Now I read it down from the left side to the bottom right, and then I'm scrolling back up. If this was printed out, they'd have to flip the pages. Summary, file transfer, security specialist, ATOS web help. But I would try to do this all in one line. You can do this all in one line. You don't need to do 3 lines. Save some space. Create process service now to move files securely to and from Morgan Stanley. Okay, nice. So this is really good stuff. Troubleshoot file transfers, set issues, identify, handle inbound, outbound calls, communicate verbally with internal Morgan Stanley staff. Yeah, this is great stuff. Again, let's add some numbers here. You could, and you can really, you can just summarize this down to probably 4 bullets. You don't need to say separately how you use Splunk. You can say use Splunk to look at error, to identify errors and maintain tasks, and to troubleshoot. Use Splunk for log analysis. And this is obviously a rough way of saying it, but here's my summary. Utilize Splunk to retrieve logs and validate complete tasks, and to identify and troubleshoot file jobs. Why do you have Morgan Stanley italicized? I guess you should. Yeah. FTP. Okay, that's good. Add some sort of key achievement, by the way. That's always great. Okay, I like this. See? Save the department $50,000. Increase there. See? Okay, Christian, take this approach here and apply it to your current job, right? Because every time you go to a job interview, they're always going to look at your most recent job. That's really the standard they're going to be holding you to. Let's use some different verbs here instead of performed. Try something else. In my course, I have a document on just action verbs you can use. That way you just you just know. Instead, you don't have to keep thinking of random verbs. You don't have to keep looking up synonyms. You can just look at this document, and they're all there for you. Imaging tech. So okay. And then claims, technical support, 13 to 14. Interesting. You could summarize, you can combine the State Farm jobs instead if you want to. And then if you don't want to include this claims associate, there's nothing wrong with it, by the way. If you just want to combine your time at State Farm from, you didn't even have a month here, but 2014 to 2015 into these three jobs into one, I would do that. And that way you can get your resume down to one page. I would shoot for one page. Okay, Christian, that's pretty good. Your resume is not ATS compliant, by the way. I'd be very careful with this. If you're not seeing, if you're not getting interviews for your jobs, I would go back to ATS compliant design. Okay, all right. Okay, 2 pages. Naheem Musa. All right. Okay. Technically sophisticated and forward-thinking professional, armed with in-depth knowledge and hands-on professional experience in database administration, network administration, security knowledge, security network acknowledgement, IT infrastructure. Okay, this is good. Now customize it for every job you apply for, and I think you're going to be on your right track. Remove this hyperlink here for your email. No hyperlinks. You have this huge gap here, the space between your summary and your experience. Although this is not ATS compliant, it is very easy on the eyes to read. I really like it a lot. Okay, and then try to get your company job title and months into one line. That way you can save some space. Build a file. And then make these bullet points. This is, honestly, it's just very hard to read a whole paragraph. But it looks good though. And you've been there for, wow, you've been there for 10 years, 6 years. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. This is good stuff. Web admin. You have a lot of experience. That's great. Now, for you, I would really put your education skills and certifications up here, right? In between your summary and your experience, just because you have a great experience. But for me, it just really would keep you qualified more off the bat. Okay, your project's cool. You should go into more detail about it if you really, really want to. Certification, CCNA preparation, Photoshop program. I don't really think these are okay, right? But if you're saying CCNA preparation program, that's not a certification, that's a class, right? You want to say a certification is being certified in the CCNA, in the A+, etc., etc. Skills. You got better skills than this. You can say all the platforms you worked with. You can say all the technologies you are familiar with, the tools you're familiar with. Language is good. Troubleshooting, problem solving, exceptional oral written. These are good. Okay. Now you're pretty much there. You're like 70% there, I would say. Keep working on it. You're doing a good job. Oh, by the way, guys and gals who are watching this video, oh, hey, Wilbur. I'm sorry, I didn't notice you in the chat there. Um, Everything is good. Thanks for asking. I am. Just, if you're still with me. And then and by the way, I do have a link in my PayPal. I do have a link to my PayPal in the description below. If you found this helpful, you would like to donate, I would really appreciate it. You know, this is uh, it would mean a lot to me. Here's an example of what my PayPal looks like. Um, PayPal.me. .me. And yes, IT Career Guidance is an LLC. And I'm not looking forward to filing my taxes this year. But if you did find it helpful, I would really appreciate it. I'm not asking you to give me a bajillion dollars, but anything helps. It makes doing this, how do you say it, more worthwhile. It's still worthwhile because you're getting the help you need for your career and your resume. And like, I don't, learning how to write a resume, it sucks. It took me like 10 years to really get it down, and that's why I do this. I do these because it makes a big difference in people's careers. Alrighty, let's go. Next one, Josh Holman. So something happened when I opened this up in preview where everything just kind of it didn't come out clean, right? Like you can see here these little dots. It looks like the formatting just didn't want to play well in preview. I'm sorry, Josh. So it looks like, and that could be because it's not, that's the thing. That's why I'm so big on compliancy with your resume. It has to be ATS compliant because when it goes into a system, whatever the system may be, whether that be, um, I can't even think of one. It's so early. Talio, who knows, right? It can come out looking like this. It can come out looking great. That's why I say don't format your resumes. Do it as plain as possible because really what these systems do is that they just put it in a text file and they scan it. Okay, so your pictures, your nice fonts, doesn't matter. You should just be formatting your resume in a nice way. No tables, no images, no hyperlinks. Okay, so all right, let's get to it. Spectrum, a lot of Spectrum experience, perfect. CCNA, JNCIA, cool. Okay, knock technician. Knock needs to be capitalized, all 3 letters. Driven network technician, recently certified for routing switching Cisco network devices, demonstrates capacity in operations of data networks, LAN switching technologies, IP routing, diversity, motivated to learn and grow and excel in that. Okay, customize it. That's all you gotta do. I would be careful. I'm not sure. So I know you work for Spectrum. Spectrum acquired Charter. I'm not sure this is your personal or your work email. Something to think about here. Okay, network devices, Cisco, yada yada, troubleshoot hardware, remedy, description. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. You need to talk about how big the environment is. Everyone knows Spectrum is a large telco, but how many devices are you guys responsible for? How many tickets are you working on a day? How many phone calls do you take a day? Again, statistics. As customer service, technical support, customer service repair. Solve difficult hardware, call center. Okay, process. This is good. Process 50 requests, 97%. You're doing it in all the other jobs you've had, positions you had. You just haven't done it. You just haven't done it in your most recent one. And you don't have to. You don't have to put this one here, event specialist, unless you want to give it more of an IT technical spin. Go for it. Put your certifications up here. Your education as well. If some people don't want to share that they didn't go to college or they didn't finish college, it's up to you. But anyways, okay, Josh, I didn't spend that much time on it. I think you have a pretty solid resume. I think your resume is it needs to be reformatted, honestly. Uh, More vanilla. Um, and to be more customized for the job. I'm not sure what kind of job you're going for. Did you leave me a message here? See, this is. Let me see here. Just Holman. All right. Okay. No, you did not, but that's okay. Usually when I do one-on-ones with people, I say, okay, let's do this resume. Let's work on your resume, but bring me the job you want to apply for, the job you're going for. So that way we have a direction, we have an end we're going for, and that helps a lot in terms of writing the resume, because then now we know what we're writing our resume for and how to write it, how to customize it. Okay, Josh, good luck. Let's see. So this person sent me a bunch of resumes. I just chose. I hadn't have time to go through all 5. I'm sorry, Matanza. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your name. But this is from the previews. This one looked the cleanest. Going into it and collaborative IT professional experience by network installation. And yeah. Good. Desktop support, home affairs, operating systems. Okay, good. Okay, so your resume, your work experience is backwards. Put this one here. It's just admin. Put that at the very beginning. I literally thought this was the job you have now. I was wondering why you went from desktop support. You used to be desktop. You're desktop now, but you went from network systems to desktop. Just switch that around. Put that in the right order. Remove the hyperlinks. I would remove the images, but they are nice though. They do make it look very good. Education, good. CCNA, additional skills. Okay, I would get rid of these dots and just say IPv4 DHCP. You know. Okay, yeah, this is good. But really push hard on your platforms. Say you know Cisco iOS, iOS XE, iOS XR. Say you know Windows Server 2012, 2019, yada yada. That is really what people need to see. That helps them a lot. Okay, and overall, this is pretty good. The contact information, I really like it in the header. I don't like this. I don't really like having a whole section for it, but it's really your call. I think your resume, Matandazo, it really communicates your abilities and your experience. I don't feel like there's not much to critique here because you obviously have a lot of good experience. Okay, moving on. Sabilo. So you are a customer service representative. Looks like you are out in +27. Is this Germany? Don't know where. Okay. So okay, get in touch. This doesn't look like a resume. This looks like more like a marketing brochure. So your LinkedIn, I would customize your LinkedIn URL. You can do that in LinkedIn. It's very easy. So that way you can just do your first name, last name. You don't have to have this 9B28967 blah blah blah. Okay, experienced and knowledgeable information technology professional with 4+ years experience. Tier 2 technical. Okay, good. Now, you were telling me you have this IT experience, but the title you have here is customer service representative. I'm not saying to lie, but just change it to whatever job you're looking to apply for. And same here too. Don't put customer service representative, because a CSR and a help desk or IT support, these are just totally different jobs, right? People know that for the most part. installing new ATMs, maintenance, troubleshoot ATMs, and then wireless LAN, installing retail PCs, okay. Okay, this is good. You have a extra bullet here. Clean that. I will tell you what I tell everyone. More numbers, key achievements. Provide context. Summarize the stuff, right? Install new ATMs, troubleshoot ATMs, okay? Make that into one line. Now, I don't know the job you're going for because your personal profile doesn't tell me that what you're trying to do. Add more detail here to your PC tech at Matrix Warehouse Computers. But academic background, okay. A little bit more work to do here, Sabilo. It's okay, but I would really take the time here to really finesse your experience here, what you've done, to really communicate to the reader, to a hiring manager, who's going to say, okay, I'm looking to hire a person for junior sysadmin or for help desk or something, right? Does this person's experience, can they hit the ground running and whatnot? Your skills here, interacting with computers is not a skill. I interact with computers all the time, collecting data, information, problem solving, documentation. Oh, some of these are okay, but you could do a lot better here on your skills. Alrighty. Please donate if you found this helpful. If you'd like to know more about my courses, you can just go to itcg.teachable.com/courses, and you'll see my coaching programs here, one-on-one coaching calls. You'll see my resume course and my interview course and my LinkedIn course and the bundle program. I'm very proud of them. I worked very hard on those courses, and they've already shown a lot of success for people, and I want to keep providing that success. Hey, Jose Guzman, I think you're still watching, so you can finally get your resume reviewed here. Okay, okay, Jose, a lot of colors. Okay, definitely need more detail here. Okay, at least it's straightforward. To advance my career with a leading organization that will utilize my analyst knowledge while also allowing me to develop further as a professional. Okay. Now, you just said here in the chat you want to become you're trying to get a SOC position. Okay, so to advance, I would say something like hardworking, competent, security professional looking to apply recently acquired security plus skills to analyze and remediate security incidents at organizations. So for SOC analyst, the SOC analyst position. Skills, okay. You got a lot more skills than that, trust me. TCP IP, IPv4, IPv6, DHCP, NAT, DNS, group policy, user controls, okay. Experience, education, okay. Certifications, relevant coursework. Office applications, PC hardware, software architectures. I don't know what these ITE courses. I'm not sure if these are troubleshooting, repairing networks. I think this is the classes you're taking at WGU. Okay, So your fonts here are way different. These are in all caps. These aren't. You have different colors here. This one is blue. This one is black. This is a very, very rough resume, Jose. You need to spend some more time on this resume. I'm very serious. Like, you don't want, like, think about it like this. You always want to put out your best work out there. If you're applying for a job, you want to like really send that most polished resume you got, as like you're shooting for 100% perfection. And then, you know, you send this to a security firm who's looking for SOC analyst. It's a reflection of your work. You don't want people to think that you do things half-assed. You want people to think you do things in a very professional, very, how do you say this, very professional and detail-oriented manner, because that is a representation of you. So take some more time to really work on this. And then for this part, just definitely get rid of all the all caps. It's like you're yelling at me. But this is good though. More context though. More context. Talk about the environment. Talk about the end user group, etc., etc. Okay. Okay, Neil Brian C. Austria. Handsome looking fella. Okay. Wow, dang. Whoa, this is a long resume. Holy cow. An experienced network engineer with a passion networking improvement track record supporting networks in an enterprise environment. Nice, nice. Okay. 7 years, core skills, position. So this is like a proper CV. This is pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so this is a format, like I don't know what the resume standards are in the Philippines, right? Like I know American ones well, so I'm not sure if this format is the most optimized there. I can't give you that opinion, but what I'm reading, what I'm seeing, it's a very solid resume. 7 years overall work experience. Latest is being a network engineer with strong background in operations management, enterprise networking. Degree. Polytechnic, multi-knowledge engineer with background client server, VoIP cloud, blah blah blah. Very nice. Okay, so instead of certifications, you say qualifications. This is really good. Network administration, yes. Worked on projects comprising of creating network level design, low level design for clients. Very good, very good. Handle devices, very nice. Work experience. Okay, I'm just going to only do the most recent one because this is a very long resume. Network engineer for Eagle Micro. 2020 implementation of NAC, implementation of IM Guest. Yeah, this is a good resume. Holy cow. For NAC server, level 2. Engineers. Good, 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 good. Okay. Neil, this is a very good resume. My only suggestion here is talk about how many users you're supporting. Like Ingram Micro is a very big company, but talk more about how many people are using the NAC, how large is the environment you're supporting, the designs you're doing, how many sites are they're using DMVPN, whatever. Get more detailed with it because this is what people want to know. But this is a very solid resume, Neil. I'm very impressed with your resume. Good job. If I was a hiring manager, I would seriously want to interview you. Okay, Chris Rice. Okay, so Chris, see what happens here. You have to make sure it's one page. You can't send a blank page like this. All right, Chris Rice. My IT has been brief, but filled with experience and growth. I've been in IT for almost 6 years. Managing 4 large dealerships, 300 users. Okay, nice. This is more like this summary is more like what you would find in a how do you call this? In a cover letter, I would say. IT director, community auto group. So you need to write the summary here in a way for the job. What you wrote here is good for your cover letter, but it's not good for the summary. You need to write a summary. Computer tech, education. Okay, so you have 6 years of work experience. You need to discuss more about what you're doing. You don't need to talk about the specific dealerships. You need to talk about the specific platforms. So you talk about server management. Okay, what servers? How many servers? VoIP phone management. Is it Cisco? Is it SaaS based? Whatever. And then how many tickets are you doing? Are you a point of escalation, et cetera, et cetera. But it's cool you went from computer tech to IT director, but also as director, you need to show the management side of what you're doing too. Okay, cybersecurity, enrolled citizens of college. Okay, so Chris, like when you talk about in first person here, currently enrolled, this is not how resumes are really written. And you don't need to explain all the stuff. You just say cybersecurity. I'm not sure what you're trying to do with this. If you're trying to, to complete your degree. Okay. You just say you're going to San Francisco College. Is it associates? Is it just courses? You need to try to say that more briefly. Skills, rookie. Yeah, this is good stuff. Okay. You can go deeper here though for your skills. Chris, not bad. A little bit more work. Definitely go with bullet points. Be more specific. Stop saying I. Instead, use verbs. Strong action verbs. Completely redo your summary. Okay, not bad. Okay, I got 19 minutes till I gotta start working. Okay, Kajo. Okay. You don't need to put your full address, guys. Just city, state, zip. Good. With 12, but you have 13. I don't understand. He's in implementing, designing, troubleshooting computer infrastructure security, proven record of value, any kind of computer problems. Oh, wide variety. Okay, proud success, implementation of IT. Okay, not bad. Okay, you need to spend a lot more time on this resume, Kajo. You are very proud of your experience, but then you don't talk about any experience here about what you did. You need to talk about what you've done. Let's see. NCR Corporation, internship, contractor, network engineer. Okay. Your network engineer experience needs to go at the top then. And you're not even talking about what you've done, but you talk about the courses you've taken, which is great. You gotta definitely, talk about what you're doing, the work you're doing. I'm not sure why everything's like bolded weird. I'm not sure this is just Google Preview or not. Your resume needs a lot of work, Kodjo, sorry. So yeah, that's all I really have to say. Okay. Okay, Ismail, I'll do 1.5 pages. Let's see. Down Accra. Okay. Certification, CCNA, Bachelor of Science. Okay. West African. Okay. Key skills, salesmanship. Let me see. What are you trying to do here? Yeah. Okay. This resume is written for a salesperson. This is. I'm not. It looks like you're now working. Yeah, I think you're trying to move into IT, if I'm not mistaken. Ismail, let me just check what you wrote in the email. You didn't leave me a note. Yeah, Ismail, this is how do you call this? You need to write the resume like you are already in IT, even though you don't have IT like a formal IT title yet. You need to write as if you already do have that formal IT title. Okay, because you do have your CCNA. And you do have some technical knowledge here based on what it says here, but you're writing it as if client service officer, skilled customer care executive, key skills, excellent salesmanship, human relations leadership. If you're applying for an IT position, how does this look like you are an IT professional, right? So go back and redo it. Okay, Zach Harris. 2 pages. Okay, your summary is good. Just got to customize it for every job. Your skills are solid. I don't really like the spacing. It's wasting a lot of space here. Move this to single space and change this to 3 columns so that way. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, move this to, yeah, make this 3 columns instead. Yeah, it looks like this is good. This is good skills. I'm not sure there's something supposed to be here, but tighten this up. Okay. I just don't like the double spacing. It's not a good use of space. I like these accomplishments, but you weave them into your work experience so that way it's very direct. It's all tied in. Answers help desk phone, frontline support, research and resolve support issues, technical services. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Add the numbers in there. Give context. Desktop support. Okay. Demonstrates professionalism. Okay, see, I don't know why people always do this. They never update the newest one when they send it over to me. Maybe I should make it a requirement that you need to send me a resume that's like 95% done instead of 60% done. But I guess we all like a progress report in between what we're working on, right? Demonstrates, engage, I need collaboration vendors, configures hardware. Yeah, this is good stuff. I would try to now get it to one page. That's my challenge to you, Zach. Get it to one page. Weave your accomplishments into your work experience, so that way it gives a context. And then your education. Move your education between your summary and your skills. If you feel like sharing your GPA, go for it. But I think this is pretty solid. This is pretty solid. Get to one page. And by the way, guys, if you feel like this has been helpful to you, if you feel like that you're seeing things in your resume that you haven't before, and if you really appreciate the time that I've taken to review your resume and provide feedback, there's a link below in the description for my PayPal. Please send me a donation. I really appreciate it. Okay, 2 more left. Wow, 3 pages. Got to clean this up a little bit. Okay. Study cybersecurity from Mountain Wheel. Taking up Sec Plus. Okay. So, looks like you were kind of doing IT before. You were doing IT for 2 years. And then you started doing logistics. And then you have been doing machine operation. This is a hard resume because it's like, should you even include this here, right? And also, you're showing your age. This is something that you have to be careful about. Some people, they want to hire young people because they want them to work a lot and they want them to be sharp. And I'm not saying that like I'm ageist. I'm saying that employers are ageist and biased without even knowing it, right? Um, a lot of people I work with one-on-one, I just say, hey, if you want to, if you don't want to show your age, remove the previous year's work experience. So that way it only looks like you have 5 years work experience. So something to think about. Joseph, your summary needs to be completely rewritten. It's easier when you write a summary for a job. It is. Your skills, you got some issues here with the bullets. Fix that, please. Make this 2 or 3 columns. And then, put your technical skills. Don't put your driving record. Don't your driving abilities. And it looks like your time at Mount Royal University was just a couple courses. I would start over, personally. I would start over on your resume, Joseph. It needs a lot of work. And I think you need to step back and ask what kind of job you want to get into and how you plan to get there. Okay, good luck, Joseph. Last one, Andrew Brown. Wow. Nice. Okay, looks good. Get rid of the links. Information assurance, cloud operations. Okay, I would move this up here. These 3 things. Cybersecurity professional, leveraging 10 years of experience and profitability, interacting with multiple specialists, cultural audiences, business experience, system network, security analysis, information service, program management, project management, cybersecurity compliance, must maintain a high level of efficiency while achieving project implementation, IT infrastructure goals, acclimatize to risk, responsibility, Intuitive. Okay, okay. Andrew, great stuff. You just need to customize it. Okay, certifications. Very good stuff. I would only get customer service focus is not a certification. Growth mindset is not a certification. These are not certifications. Put these in your skills. That's fine. Career highlights, development technologies. Okay, nice. I guess I'm just not at that stage yet in my career where I need to put career highlights, but you clearly have a lot of experience, 10 years. So it makes sense to do that, right? This is good. I would, it's so crazy. You put your education at the very bottom. Put your education up here between, I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. I'm just going to do the most recent job because I'm running out of time this morning. Let's see, Zayo, get this to one line. I think my family's awake. I hope I didn't wake them up. Going on $14 million DWD IP networks. Very good. Team, yada yada. Livestream, ISP, OSP construction crews. This is good stuff. Talk more about the environment, like, is it a Cisco DWDM? Is it Fujitsu? What kind of IP networks? Are you working with Juniper? Are you working with Cisco? Tickets, add context. Yeah, Andrew, I think your resume is pretty good. Move a few things around, and it's really there. Buckle down on this most previous job with Zayo. Zayo's a great company, a big company to work for. So it's like you have the brand name recognition for that job. Okay. Okay. Right then. That's all I have. It's pretty good. So guys, again, if you found this helpful, there's a link below for my PayPal to donate. And also, if you guys want more training, more help, one-on-one, go ahead and take a look at the list of courses and one-on-one calls I have. I love working with people one-on-one. To me, it's the most fulfilling because I get to really see the full beginning to end. And I just love seeing a resume from before and after, and how it communicates their skills and abilities. And if you guys want to do things at your own pace, check out the courses. They are very detailed. I go very deep, lots of examples, a lot of real-world examples. There's even mock interviews included inside of them. Previous resumes, previous cover letters, all that stuff's there. You have all the documents to get you started. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. Thanks, guys, for your time this morning. Have a good one.